So, we're here.
Oh my God. Hello.
Hi everybody. Hi, welcome to Tuesdays with Fran. Today I am with a very special guest again. Again, with my mama. And today we have crossed to France. We are visiting the beautiful city of Bayonne. We arrived like half an hour ago. We had ourselves a little cup of coffee.
It was lovely.
It was a great coffee, so
It's nice.
let's finish it. Okay, we're ready?
Yes.
So let's go. Let's discover the beautiful city of Bayonne. An amazing little city with a lot of history and a lot of little hidden corners that we need to check today. So follow us. It's a gorgeous day, by the way. Let me turn the camera around. Okay. So, okay. Great first image of a subway. Sorry, we're not expecting that one. So we are here in the city of Bayonne, and the city of Bayonne has two main rivers. The one that we see here, it's called Adour, another bus, and the one that we have in front, it's called Nive.
La Nive.
La Nive.
En français,
Remember
la
that
Nive.
the rivers in France are female.
Oui,
Okay,
toujours.
so that's a very important thing to remember around here. And we had a coffee. Well, look how beautiful. I mean, I always say that France is so extremely beautiful. Okay, it's a gorgeous city, Bayonne.
I always say that in France there are beautiful rivers. In
Yes.
Spain we have El Ebro, El Guadalquivir, but here all the rivers, they
All
are
the
really
rivers are
extraordinary.
incredible. Yes. Okay, so we are starting with the city hall. Hey, you should be covering the process for freedom. Tiffany, where are they fighting for that? Not here in Bayonne today, hopefully not.
A sunny day.
It's a sunny, beautiful day, so...
Yeah.
So anyway, we are here at the city hall of Bayonne. This beautiful city hall was constructed in 1843, and one of the peculiarities that it has is that there's a theater inside of it, right? Which I think is kind of funny, because I guess politicians are like actors or like clowns playing a strange portrait or something strange. But it's a beautiful, beautiful city hall. And here it's okay, we are yeah, you made it to France. Yes, finally we crossed the borders. We were afraid that maybe we're not allowed to cross the borders because Macron is, maybe those are the demonstrations that you're talking about, Tiffany, has cut a lot of things and back to well, it's a COVID moment, so we were afraid that we were not going to be able to cross the border, but we had absolutely no problem.
No problem. And the difference is that here we can go without the mask.
Yes, here is maskless, everybody, so it's super cool. Inside of places, cafes, restaurants and all that, you have to wear the mask, but outside, totally nobody is wearing a mask, which is okay.
Yeah.
So anyway, we were telling you that we are from the city of Pamplona, the city of the running of the bulls. The thing is that here in Bayonne, at the end of July, they also have an amazing festivity, which is called La Fête de Bayonne.
Las fiestas de Bayonne.
Which are the big festivities of Bayonne, and everything starts in here. You have to think that the city of Bayonne, there are only 51,000 people. During La Fête de Bayonne, almost 1 million people arrives to here. So it's
the same that in Pamplona.
Yes, it's really crazy. And everything starts. Hola Colleen, hola James, hi, how are you? So everything starts in those balconies, okay? When everybody gathers in here and they ask for the keys of the city. So they ask to King Leon to the key, and the King Leon throws the key.
To the people.
Yeah,
to the people.
well,
oh my God, it's dangerous, no?
Back then it was a huge metallic key, like huge one that would break a couple of heads. Now it's like a styrofoam thingy, but it's it's a great celebration, and they have many celebrations, pretty much similar to Pamplona.
Yes.
And in fact, they're dressed in white and red, like we do. Okay, so it's a beautiful
They
tradition.
have copied to us. Eh?
Yes. I wonder where you're from, Mom. Okay, so let's start walking. Let's discover the beautiful city of Bayonne. Right now we are in what it is the Atlantic Pyrenees. Okay, this is the Aquitaine area. Okay, the Aquitaine region of France. Okay. You know that now in France they have John, how are you doing? They have changed the names and they have reduced the number of regions, of states. So it's a new
Departments.
There we go. That's the word I was looking for. I was going crazy with that.
Yeah.
So anyway, the thing is that here, where we are, it's in the Labour region, which is one of the 3 Basque regions on the French side. Okay, we have 4 regions in Spain and 3 regions in here, where we speak.
In the Basque Country?
Yes, Navarre.
Navarre.
In
And
Spain,
the 3 in
and the 3 in the French Basque Country. Okay. I always say that Bayonne, it's super beautiful, and you see all of these half timber houses are very traditional from here. It is very Basque, but at the same it's very French.
Yes, yes.
Undoubtedly, we are in France.
At the moment you cross the border, you say, oh my God, it is different. Something changes. It is the countryside, the architecture, the language, of course, but the countryside and the architecture is really
big time different.
And this is Basque.
And this, at the same time, it's Basque.
Yeah.
Well, one of the big things about the city of Bayonne is that everybody knows the city because of the chocolate.
Oh yes.
Okay, they have some of the best chocolate places. One of my favorite ones is Casenave.
Casenave, sí.
They do the old-fashioned chocolate, which is super, super good. Yeah. So if you ever get to come to Bayonne, really, I recommend to have chocolate in here. But why is chocolate so important here? Well, this we have to go back to history. You have to think that the cacao beans, they come from America. Okay, so we had no idea what chocolate was until after 1492, the new cacao.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is that when America was discovered, so many different things were coming to Spain. We had the potatoes, we had
tomatoes,
peppers, and the cacao beans. The thing is that different guilds or different groups of people took care of each one of those materials or these new things. And the Jewish population in Spain, the Sephardies, they were the ones who took, or who, how could I say it? They were the ones who got in charge of the cacao beans.
Tried to do different things with the cacao. They put sugar, they put things.
They were the ones who put sugar into it, and it's the chocolate that we eat today. Okay, the amazing chocolate, we owe it to the Jewish community in Spain. The thing is that at that same time, the Jewish community, the Catholic kings, they expelled the Muslims and the Jews.
That's right.
And where did they go? They crossed the border. They came to here, to the city of Bayonne. They settled in here, and that is why the city of Bayonne is such a huge chocolate center.
It was something new here, because in Spain, well, it started to have to become famous, but here in France, they were not. They didn't know it.
They didn't know it. It was a total hit. The thing is that a lot of people don't know that here, chocolate, you're speaking my language. Yeah. The thing is that a lot of people don't know that the largest Jewish funeral place, graveyard, it's here, in the city of Bayonne. And here is where we find the only synagogue in the Basque Country. We have it here. As you can see, they have all of this chocolate here, confiterie places, which is like, oh my God.
It is not only chocolate, it is the decoration.
Yes.
This is something extraordinary.
It's so beautiful.
It's really very beautiful.
I mean,
this is a new one, I think.
Yes, I've never been into this one.
No, neither me.
But look at the ceiling.
It's
so
wonderful.
beautiful.
And the way they present it all.
Yes,
look,
perfect. This is the old-fashioned way to grind the cacao beans. Yeah. Okay, so let's keep on going. The thing is that you see up there we have the cathedral, but we're going to make a little detour to the right.
Yeah.
Okay. Because we're going to see part of the fortification. The thing is that the city of Bayonne, it started as a Roman castrum, as a Roman city called Lapurdum. That's why this area, this region, is called Labour, from Lapurdum.
Lapurdi.
Okay.
Lapur.
Years passed. By the year 950, it was established as a city. commercial city, always looking at the river. Okay, you have to think that we are very, very close to the ocean, and this has always been a trading place. Okay, so trade has been very, very important. The thing is, in the year 1122, easy to remember, 1122, a very important woman was born, Eleanor of Aquitaine.
Eleanor de Aquitania, Spanish.
She was amazing. I mean, we're talking a tough girl. Okay, by the way, we are here because this is part of the old castle of the city of Bayonne. Okay, it's a beautiful castle. The base of it is from the Roman castrum, but the rest is medieval. Okay? It's 12th, 15th century. Today it was a military place, but it's still a military place. Okay, so let's go back as we roll up the hill. Let's talk a little bit about Eleanor of Aquitaine. This amazing woman, she was probably the large land owner in all France, super powerful, and she married Louis VII, okay, and she became Queen of France. He was really in love with her, but she was like, okay, whatever. The thing is that, let's turn the camera around. The couple did not have any male kids. They only had female. She was not happy with that, and that was a perfect excuse for her to ask for divorce.
Yeah.
And she got it.
Yeah, it was a very strong woman.
Very strong woman.
Yeah.
See, this is a nice guy. Just stop with he's carrying this huge thing. Anyway, the thing is that when she asked for her divorce, she talked to the Pope and she said, you know, I want my land back. And she got it. Years later, she remarried with Henry II of England, okay, known as Henry de Plantagenet.
Sí, Henry de Plantagenet.
And she became the mother of Richard Lionheart. Okay, so the thing is that as she married the King of England, this land was England as well. So it's kind of strange that yes, we're in France, but on the 12th century, 13th century, 14th century, this was not France. This was England, and in fact, this was the port of England in Europe. Okay, in the continent, they have always you have to understand that England, they're in an island and they wanted to have connection with the land, and this was the perfect place. So once the Queen died and everything, this was still part of the crown of England, and England wanted to keep it, and that is what led to the 100-year war. Okay, it was crazy. It was the 100-year war. It started in 1337, but they've been fighting forever. Okay, at the end, obviously, France won, and this became part of France.
Yeah, and I have to say too that part it belongs to the Kingdom of Navarra. Yeah. And this is why Eleanor de Aquitania is so important for us, because she is the mother of Ricardo Corazón de León. How it was?
Richard Lionheart.
Yeah, who was married with one of the girls from our Navarre's king.
Of Navarre.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep. So it's, as you see, all of this family.
Sí.
It's like Game of Thrones. I love history because it's like crazy. Anyway, if you want to see a very easy way to learn about Eleanor of Aquitaine, there is a movie from 1968 called The Lion in Winter, and the actress is
Katharine Hepburn. He always laughed because I cannot how to say Hepburn. How do you say that?
Katharine Hepburn.
And the other one? Audrey Hepburn.
Audrey Hepburn.
Bueno.
Anyway,
this is a Spanish song.
The Lion in Winter with Katharine Hepburn and Peter O'Toole. Check that one because it tells about the story, very romanticized, the story of
it's
Eleanor
historical.
Yes, it's historical, kind of. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, the thing is that when we were in England. Okay.
Oh look, this is nice.
I love the bells.
Yes.
So, as I was saying, this beautiful Gothic church was constructed. Well, sorry, not church. Cathedral was constructed. The Cathedral of Santa Maria, the Holy Mary. It is from the 12th, 13th century. And probably the most iconic image of the city of Bayonne are the two Gothic spires. That, guess what? They're not Gothic at all. If you see the stone down here, it's yellow, and the stone up there, it's white.
Great.
It's totally different. Two different time periods. The bottom, it is Gothic. The top, it is from the 19th century. Okay. There was a gentleman called Leduc who said that it didn't look Gothic enough, and he's the one who ordered the construction of the two beautiful, beautiful spires. Nonetheless, I think it's one of the most beautiful cathedrals around here.
Yes, and overall, when you come inside the city and you have the skyline.
View, yes.
Yeah,
I don't care if you come by train, by bus, by
Yeah.
drive. You see from a distance these two beautiful, beautiful spires.
Really.
The thing is that, as I said, this was constructed by the Brits. But once this was France, they wanted to make a sign of it. They wanted to make sure that everybody knew that this was France. And if I make a very close up, look what's that? The three fleurs de lis. What is that? The Kingdom of France. So it's written in stone, this is France. From that moment on, it was France. It's hidden, you can barely see it, but it's right there. I love how history is written.
Yeah, it is on the stone.
Yes.
It is always wonderful.
We're gonna go that way.
Yeah,
I
okay.
want to show you that corner of my home. That I think it's one of them.
Look, this is France.
This is France.
This
This
is
is so beautiful. And look at that beautiful little corner.
Yeah.
It's so gorgeous with the, I think it's a poison ivy going up. It's hey Lisa, Alice, how are you doing? Thank you for following us. Okay, so let's go down. So as you see, this city, it's a beautiful, beautiful little city. Today it is the largest city here in the French Basque Country. Okay, by the way, they are, I think you say pruning, well, cutting the leaves of two huge magnolia trees. So we are going to be listening to all of that sound that unfortunately you are going to suffer, but that's what it is. Okay. So, what else can we tell you about all of this? As you see, we've been talking about wars, England, up, down, France. Here in the city of Bayonne, that is the trimming, like how they cut. Okay, these are the two beautiful magnolia trees that they are taking care of.
Beautiful, really.
So it's beautiful, but they need to be trimmed. So let's get out from here. Holy moly.
Oh my God.
I'm afraid of these loud noises. So like, anyway.
They smell lovely, the magnolias.
Yes, the magnolia tree smells so beautiful. So the thing is, I was telling you, all of these battles, up and down, up and down, up and down, kind of crazy. There was a moment, as you can imagine, that people would run out of guns or powder, things like that. And how do you defend if you don't have any more bullets or any more powder? Well,
How do you say?
You tie a knife to your shotgun.
Yeah.
That's what they did here. And la bayonet was invented in here. La bayonet is from Bayonne.
Oh my God!
Did you know that one?
No, really. It's lovely to learn from the kids.
Ain't it good? Hola, Laura.
Bayonet.
Yes, it's beautiful.
Bonzo.
Bayonet is from here.
Good.
So as you see, we're going around. It makes sense. Yes, it does. How beautiful the city of Bayonne is. How I love that it's super alive and everybody's out. It's a beautiful sunny day. The street where we are right now is La Rue d'Espagne. Okay?
La Rue d'Espagne.
Let me make a zoom to it because I feel home. I'm Spanish. And this is the street to Spain. Well, I guess they didn't look far enough for the name because really it's the street that faces Spain, and from here all the traffic would go to Spain. Okay, that's why it's called La Rue d'Espagne. Today it's the big, as you can see, shopping street. It's amazing, great place. One of the good things about the city of Bayonne is that it still has that little village flair.
Yes.
I love it because, and I think this has to do with these houses. As all of these houses, you see how small, how petite they are. We're in France, we have to say petite.
Oui.
This doesn't allow for the big brands to come inside of here. So all of these small businesses are still the old, traditional old businesses. And one of the things I think is pretty cool is that everywhere you go around in Bayonne, you're gonna find places like this, okay, these little marks, and this will tell you who was here from the beginning. They have done a research, and year after year, okay, they have researched who was here before, what shop was here before on the 1800s, on the 1900s. So it's a beautiful, beautiful way to keep the memory.
To maintain traditions and the memories, yeah.
So I think it's a beautiful, beautiful way to do it. I think it's
really
incredible how well and how much they honor their history and their heritage. I think it's, well, I love France.
Sí, 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 sí.
I'm sold out. I mean, I really know that.
Yeah.
I love this country and the traditions, and
Yeah.
I'm Spanish. I love Spain. Okay, let's see. This is what. Look at here. I love how crowded it is, and everybody's on the streets.
Sol.
Well, well, another of the amazing things here. We are nothing from the border with Spain, but the traditions are very different. Especially, I would say the cheese making, the French cheese making. It's superb. Okay.
They are soft.
They're soft, exactly. Here in Spain, we produce hard sheep or cow.
Sí, they are drier.
Cheeses, drier.
Yeah.
Here they have creamier. Okay. So the cheeses really are. They have a huge culture of cheese in France. And
they said they have 30. One different cheese for every day.
one cheese for every day of the year, which is
that's right.
amazing.
Yeah, it is.
So I'm a cheese lover. So imagine. Oh, before we continue with food, let me talk to you about
Oh, rugby.
rugby. Kaisho, Vini, how are you doing? Hi, Mary Sorry, Mary, I cannot say your last name. Anyway, we're going to talk about rugby because here in the city of Bayonne, in the French Basque Country, we have a huge tradition of rugby. Not football, not American football, rugby. Okay. The local team is called l'Aviron Bayonnaise. Okay.
Yeah.
And they are super big. Okay, they're like major thing. My son, your grandson, he studied here in France, and he started loving rugby. And once he made it back to Spain, he joined a rugby club because of
He loves it.
here,
Yeah.
because he loved it. Okay, so here the rugby is a huge thing. Okay, so let's go back to food, because if we have to talk about one traditional food from Bayonne, it is
The jambon de Bayonne.
jambon de Bayonne, which is
Jambon de Bayonne.
ham. Okay, here we have a ham shop. Okay, okay. Now we're gonna say it very quietly.
Nothing to be.
Nothing compares
With the
Spanish
ham.
Okay. Jambon de Bayonne is okay. Spanish ham.
It's superb.
We're in France and we cannot say that. But come to Spain. Come to France for the cheese. Come to Spain for the ham.
Yes. They are very proud of their jambon.
Yes. De la jambon de Bayonne.
No. Que va. No.
Okay, I love it. It's good. But hey, come on.
Yeah.
If you come to Bayonne, one of the best places you can come and enjoy, if you're a foodie, it's the market, Leal. Markets in France are amazing. Here in Bayonne, the market's on Sundays, okay? And all of this along the river, they have all the farmers from everywhere around coming over here and selling all the fresh products. It's an amazing experience. Okay, I love markets. That's another of my. Whenever I travel, that's another of my huge things. Daily they have the little market, but on Sundays is when they have the huge market. Let's turn around to show this magnificent house, which is the house of Moulet. Okay, this is the most traditional. We won't tell. No, Laura, don't tell them. Jambon de Bayonne is good, but not that good. Yeah. Okay, so it's one of the traditional houses. I love this incredible house.
Do you know how do you say los postigos?
The blinders?
The blinders are red.
Okay, why? Okay,
Why?
you see the traditional color of all the blinders is
Most
red.
of the blinders.
Most of the blinders. All around the Basque Country, both in Spain and France. Why?
Why? Well, my English.
Start saying in English, and if not, I'll translate.
Well, okay. It is because, well, it comes from very far away in the time. And then oh my God, it is in French now. The way to maintain the wood, it was covering it by the blood of the animals, the cows. Well, I'll try to say that in English. Yeah.
So the tradition says that the color, this reddish color that we have, all the blinders and all the wooden decorations, it's because here, by the way, long time ago, we were whale hunters. And from the whale, you use everything. Okay, you eat the meat, the fat used for candles, the skin you would use it for leather, the tongue was for the bishop, and the blood was used to paint the boats, because the blood of the cow, at the beginning of the whales, it had a lot of fat into it, and it's water repellent.
Yeah,
okay,
that's
so they
right.
would paint it with that blood. Then, once we were not anymore whale hunters or were farmers, we use the blood of the cows. Right? Obviously now it's paint. Don't think that we go killing any animals. Just no, we're crazy, but not that crazy. These Basque people are crazy. No, we're not. But it's one of the big things. Is this reddish color that we have everywhere around in here. Okay. So what else do we have here? Let's. Well, we haven't talked about the river.
La Nive.
La Niva. This is the other river, by the way. All of this, this is a tidal river. Every 6 hours, the river comes up and down. It's beautiful. Now it's going down, as you can see. And the thing is that all of these river banks really has always been. It was an estuary, and all the way until the 17th century, it was not controlled. So all of these houses, most of the time, the bottom parts of these houses, they were all covered with water. Okay, so and people would come here. Doesn't say gondolas, but perhaps like in Venice, in very flat boats, and they would deliver back and forth all the goods. Okay, so that was a very important thing for you to keep in mind.
Yeah.
There's a bicycle. And the other thing we want to share with you is that the city of Bayonne is divided in 3 different neighborhoods. Here we have the Grand Bayonne, with the spires of the cathedral back there. Then on the other side, here we have La Nive, the river. This is called Le Petit Bayonne, the little Bayonne. Okay. Here we have the Basque Museum. If you have time to check on it, it's an amazing museum. Okay. And then across the river, on the other side, all the way there, we have the Holy Spirit, the Saint-Esprit. Saint-Esprit, Holy Spirit, where we have the train station, we have the Jewish quarter, and we have the other citadel. Because in Bayonne, we have 3 fortifications. The one that we have seen, the one in front that was designed by Vauban on the 17th century.
17th, yeah, that's right.
And then there's another one on La Petite Bayonne. Right? So really, it has always been a military city turned into one of the most beautiful and livable cities in the Basque Country. It's a beautiful, beautiful place that we love to come over here because it's like a little bit over an hour.
It is always very nice to come to France. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
It's
to have
we love
chocolate.
Yeah, we have. Well, we just okay. We lied to you. Okay. We said that we had a little bit of coffee. It was not coffee. It was chocolate. It was just because the thing is that I have a problem with chocolate. I love it. But somebody has a bigger problem with chocolate. Mama does.
I love chocolate.
She's a sweet tooth.
Yeah.
Big time sweet tooth.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lovely.
So take a look at that beautiful, beautiful view of La Petite Bayonne, the little Bayonne. Okay. And my friends,
the style of Paris.
Yes.
This is in the city you
very
can see
much
different.
Haussmann.
This is the
style.
Haussmann, that's right.
Haussmann, the Boulevard Haussmann in Paris.
Yeah.
I want to go to Paris.
Yeah.
When was the last time you went to Paris?
Yeah, okay.
I want to go.
I'll go with you.
Let's go. Anyway, my friends, thank you very, very much. It's been a great pleasure being with you today. Thank you, Mom, for joining me. I didn't want to drive by myself for an hour, so I asked, Mama, do you want to come? I was like,
Of course. Bien sûr que je veux
Bien sûr.
t'accompagner parce que j'aime bien la France.
which means that she wanted to come with me. And she asked me, do not put me on camera. I'm like, no, you're not going to be on camera, Mom.
It is because I speak much better French than English. And I don't like to speak in English.
Anyway, my friends, it's been a great pleasure. As you all know, all of these tours are tip supported. Yes, my mom is a natural, she's a pro. So our TBR is there if you want to share a tip with us. Thank you very, very much. We hope you have enjoyed this little escapade that we have made to France. We love France and we'll keep on coming to France. Hopefully next time we'll meet Claire again. And everybody have a wonderful, wonderful day.
Yeah, but next week you said we are going to Paris. Did
No,
you
we're
say
not
that?
going to.
No?
It's not what I wish.
Bueno. Okay.
Everybody,
Vale.
have a wonderful, wonderful day.
Adiós.
Hasta luego.
Au revoir.
Au revoir. Oh, that's right. We're in
Adieu.
France. Adieu. Au revoir, mes
Au
amis.
revoir. À tout